First, if there are any visiting with us for the very first time that would care to introduce themselves, to please stand and do so. Let us know your name and where you're from and maybe why you're here. Come on.
I'm Stephanie from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm here to visit Douglas and Thomas and to see the eclipse tomorrow.
I'm Carrie Rachel from Maryland, also here to visit Doug and Tom and to see the eclipse. And Doug and I used to work together.
Yes, we did. When I was in grad school or undergrad, Terry Ray was my pastor. That was just yesterday. Colleen is going to share an announcement with us, and then Prudy.
Well, I want to take 1 minute to talk about Love is the Way, which is the title of this book, written by our presiding bishop, Michael Curry, who writes of his own experiences in troubled times, which are particularly relevant to us now, whether we're dealing with personal issues or concerned with global issues. I know I found it to be very well written, engaging, easy to read, and personally uplifting. Another one of our parishioners thought this book was so significant that she generously donated 25 copies to give you a chance to read it. And you can find the books in the narthex on a table. There will be a book discussion Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock for 12 weeks, taking a chapter a week. Book discussions are held downstairs in the sacred space, and starting with chapter 1 this Wednesday. You're welcome to join in the conversation. Take the book even if you can't make it to all the discussions. It's well worth reading. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Next Sunday is going to be a very exciting day at St. Francis as we have the celebration of new ministry at 4 o'clock. And when you go downstairs for coffee hour this morning, there's a sign-up sheet. And if everybody could take a look at it and see what you might be able to bring for the potluck afterwards, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Look forward to celebrating us next week with Bishop Brown. The service in the morning will be a spoken service of morning prayer. And there are no accidents. Thank you. Maybe I'll share it with them. Morning prayer. It's one of the rare opportunities I get to preside for morning prayer because we are rightfully so a weekly Eucharistic community. But morning prayer has its own rhythm, and I know that our main service is at 4. But because the sun is coming up earlier these days and it wakes us up early, maybe you could come to church in the morning too. But do what you need to do, and there's never any pressure. I don't make anyone do anything that they don't want to do. But really come at 4 because it'll be a lot of fun. And the one thing that I know that we love to do here is celebrate. There is a lot coming up, and I just want to highlight a few other things. This week, we're going to attend the eclipse for 2 days. So I've shifted my days off to Monday and Tuesday this week. I will be in Blue Hill through the rest of the week and also Friday and Saturday. And part of my task on Friday and Saturday is to help us all be really successful with the service. So those of you who have parts, I will be in touch with, and we'll be finding some time to meet to talk about your part so that things go well when we worship together on Sunday afternoon. Earth Sunday is April 21st, and there will be many things around that when we gather for worship, but what you want to know today is to plan as you're working on your garden. Hopefully we get to do that tomorrow. and moving plants around to save some plants and bring them on the 21st to church. And any extra seeds that you have lying around that you know that you're not going to use in your garden. And we're going to have an exchange of plants and seeds after church as part of the coffee hour. The following week is also very exciting. My goodness. Tricia Lyons will be with us, and she, you can read all about her here. But what she has to say with us is particularly critical to those bubbling up things that I've been referring to lately. So I hope that will be a day that we can gather and celebrate and enjoy being part of the larger church that we are part of. And Tricia will tell us more about that. And then you can also read about Frances Perkins on May 12th, and there's a lot of excitement around that day. If I told you all the excitement today, I wouldn't have anything to tell you next week. So I have to save some things.